when I was a junior in high school. I took my first physics class and fell in love with it. I don't know why fluid dynamics in particular is what I found myself liking the most. Maybe it's because of my passion for the ocean and waves. But on all the labs that I've been involved with, that's the type of work that I've tried to get in on.
My dad is actually a train engineer, so maybe it's because I've kind of been around them my whole life that kind of drew me back to them. In the future, I want to work in LA and kind of help the subway and transit system down here because there's so many more people moving in.
When someone said the word engineer to me when I was a little kid, I just thought of someone building some Legos and making the highest structure they could. Then when I got to USC, my definition of an engineer changed pretty quickly.
I was looking for a community of like-minded people who were interested in science and engineering, and I really found that in USC Viterbi.
The moment I found out about my USC acceptance, I was just jumping up and down.
I lost it. I mean, I think my dad was outside mowing the lawn, and I'm like, I got into USC, and he hugs me and he starts crying.
Since I've been on campus, it's been even better than I could ever imagine.
Working with a team for an end goal that's sort of bigger than myself, I think is always the environment that I want to work in.
USC was my dream school. I mean, I never thought I would get in here. And in 2 years, I will have a master's degree from USC Viterbi, and I can do what I want to do, you know? It's crazy.
Scholarship to me is empowering students that are motivated to pursue their passions.
It means a gift and something I'm very grateful for.
If I didn't have the scholarship, I'd be working and not being able to get involved in the things I'm involved in so heavily now.
To put it simply, the scholarships, they open doors for me. They really do.
I'm studying civil engineering with a structural emphasis.
I study biomedical engineering.
Aerospace engineering.
Biomedical engineering.
I'm studying electrical engineering.
Computer engineering.
To go to a place, an institution that values what I'm putting in is an amazing feeling.
My research project is trying to tackle polycystic kidney disease. It's a pretty debilitating disease and there's no real medicines out there.
I run events for local LA high schools, elementary schools, and even local LA community colleges to show them the opportunities available at a school like Viterbi.
My mom has diabetes and I've always been aware of what it's like growing up with someone with the disease, and I'd actually like to combine the fields of both medicine and my biomedical engineering degree into one. So while I am seeing patients, I'm also working on research to innovate the technology that will help make healthcare more affordable for all.
Engineering has always been more than just myself. To be able to take my passion and share it with others, either through interdisciplinary research or with the community, are absolutely amazing opportunities that I've had here.
The technology is beautiful, but what's really more important than that is the impact we're able to have on the patient's life. And that's what inspires me every day to get out of bed and pursue my knowledge in biomedical engineering.
An engineer is someone who takes an existing problem and finds a novel way to solve it.
An engineer is someone who builds the future, who innovates.
Someone who creates the world that wasn't there before.
There's no one way that an engineer looks. I think I've learned that from going here.
I look like an engineer.
An engineer really is anybody.
Myself.
I don't think there's a standard look for the engineer anymore.
At the USC Viterbi School of Engineering, we are at the cutting edge, I think, of increasing inclusiveness and diversity in engineering and changing the conversation about engineering.
It's a really collaborative environment.
It's amazing to be surrounded by people that make me strive to be the best that I can be every single day.
There was a time when I thought research was sort of, oh, you're sitting alone in a lab late at night. But then being on the robotics team, I knew I was working with team members as well as collaborators.
Thank you, Stantec and Mr. Hanula, for your generosity of funding this scholarship.
Thank you, Christensen family, for the opportunities that you have created for me.
Mr. and Mrs. Kelly, thank you so much for this scholarship.
Mr. and Mrs. Kohlenberger, I can't thank you enough for your scholarship.
Thank you, Mrs. Choma.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Fight on.
An engineer is someone who fixes problems that currently exist and makes them better. And that's something that I'm proud to be a part of.